I was discussing memory techniques with students the other day on using things like mind mapping, improving your listening skills and preparation. I think one area I'd love to delve a little bit deeper is the mental health aspect because students do suffer from stress. And if you're a student that is stressed out, here's what you can do. Number one, what you can do is I talked about preparation, but get your mind in a space where you're feeling relaxed, right? Think of positive things and also don't think about what might happen as well, because if you're expecting a bad result or if you're telling a story inside your head that's negative, right? The goal is not to think of that, but the goal is to think of something positive from that. So for example, if you had an exam and you're telling yourself, oh, you went really badly, you're not going to pass, all that sort of stuff, right? Which is kind of normal for a lot of people, but it does add obviously a bit of stress. What you can do is start to visualize, well, what if you did pass it? What if you did do really well? How would that make you feel? So the feeling is what's the most important here, because if you change that feeling, what's going to happen is it's going to change your outlook onto your studies. It's going to change the way you approach things. And also it's going to make you generally feel better as well. If you're feeling better, guess what's going to happen? You're going to perform a lot better as well. So look after your mental health. That is the number one skill as a student to have, because if you're positive, I can guarantee you'll receive positive results. If you're negative, even if you're getting good scores and you're negative, you're pushing yourself towards that negativity. Feel those positive emotions, right? It's important to not just feel, but see in your mind's eyes of the end result. And it's not always about exams as well, right? It's about how your relationships are, say with your teachers, your relationships with your studies. It's how you're connecting mentally as well, those systems in place to learn, because learning is challenging, right? It's not easy, it is challenging. So try and pick up those skills. I mean, watch this channel, right? Pick up those skills that will help you, like memory techniques, like mind mapping, like speed reading. Yes, they are hard to do, right? And they require a lot of effort. However, bit by bit by bit, by planting the seeds, you're going to become a better student. But before any skills, before any techniques, work on your mental health, work on that positive story, because if you can get a positive story first in your mind, no matter how bad the situation is, doesn't matter if you're the world's worst student, right? What matters is the story you tell yourself so you can work towards becoming something better, right? That is the aim. Your mental health comes number one. Don't worry about other people are saying as well, right? They could say whatever, that's their problem, not yours. So don't bring other people's problems onto you, okay? You focus on you. You're number one, right? So you have to worry about yourself. Think positively, make the story positive in your mind, and then approach it, right? Approach your studies. I can guarantee you'll notice a shift in the way that you're performing. You'll notice a shift the way that you're speaking to people, and generally you'll be happier. Now, you're probably saying, well, how can I fake it when things are generally really going bad, right? It's not so much about the faking, right? Look at it this way. The future hasn't happened, right? Future hasn't happened. So why fill it with negative things? It just doesn't make any sense, right? Why don't you fill it with positive things? And if it doesn't happen, so be it. At least you'll be happy until then. What, you want to be sad until then? A lot of people, what they do is they're not happy until something's happened. But a lot of time passes by. And if you're in that unhappy state, that's not good for you. Like, you can get sicknesses, you can, severely underperform. Whereas if you're happy and something happens and you get disappointed, well, I'd rather be happy that whole time and experience a little bit of disappointment than just be unhappy until something happens. Do you see what I mean? So performance, mental performance, right? Get that right and you will perform, not just in school, but everyday life. You'll become a champion. And these are one of the skills that I've had to develop as a memory champion. right? I didn't just become a champion by doing better than people. It's not about being better. It's about bettering yourself, right? That is the real champion here. At the end of the day, it's not a competition. It's more about what can you do for yourself that's going to push you forward. So there's your challenge. Work on your mental health. Number one, think positively, feel positively, more the point. And once you do that, just keep approaching your studies, because I can guarantee there'll be a shift. So hopefully that's given you something. Like I said, it's not always about skills, right? Even though my channel is focusing on skills, we do focus on the mind component, and I'll get more of that stuff out there as well. This one's for students. Obviously, if you're not a student, you could still apply these skills in your everyday life and work as well. I'll do more videos on that. Got any questions? Comment down below. If you've got any other inquiries, comments, please comment down below. Happy to help, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.